Yeah.
What is a deductible? How does that work?
Yeah.
For someone who's maybe brand new to the insurance thing, what the hell is a deductible? And, what does that do for me?
Simply put, it is the money you pay before the insurance covers anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a tree fall on my house and it costs $2,000 to repair, remove the tree, and fix my roof, and I have a $500 deductible, I have to pay the $500 deductible before my insurance company will even think about covering anything else.
Okay.
So it's a way for insurance companies to eliminate smaller claims. So let's say a tree branch falls on your house and ruins the gutter, and it's like a $50 fix. Do they want Dan calling in and submitting a claim for $50? No, because they don't want to cover $50 every time that happens.
Sure.
So they basically put kind of a minimum damage amount, so that it kind of gives some accountability for the homeowner to not keep submitting small claims, and also protects them on the small claims, and then they'll cover the rest on the big claims.
Because you're brokering the insurance, but the insurance carriers themselves, the people who are writing the checks at the end of the day, are running a business, right? And they want to maintain profitable. So like I think our profitability words. And Sean always gives me these looks when I make Danisms. Words are hard. So I think our deductible is like $3,000 if I remember correctly. I can't remember that. What's kind of the range that is kind of, let's say, on a $500,000 house?
Yeah.
And I'm getting mid-tier coverages. What's kind of the ranges of deductibles people can see?
So standard in Virginia, we think about deductibles a little bit differently than most other states.
Okay.
So deductibles for us are deductibles that covers anything except wind and hail damage. So in Virginia, you have a separate wind and hail deductible. It's kind of a strange thing, hard to wrap your mind around.
Well, we live on the coast.
But you live on the coast, right? Yeah. Most claims that happen in coastal Virginia, especially, are all wind and hail related claims. So insurance companies make the wind and hail deductible usually a little bit higher. So most regular deductibles that cover anything from, fires happening to, let's say a tree branch falls on your house, that is usually $1,000. That's pretty normal. That's usually as low as insurance companies go. Some go to $500. Then for wind and hail deductibles, that is usually 2% in Virginia. And by 2%, this is tricky, math's involved, but 2% of your dwelling value. So if I insure your home for $500,000, 2% of that is what? $10,000, right? So I would have to pay $10,000 for any wind and hail related claim before the insurance company would cover it. Which is why it's great to work with us. And funny that I just sent you a quote because you guys had a high wind and hail deductible. So I sent you quotes with a lower one. Hey, if you don't want to be shelling out $10,000, you could bring it down to 1%, or some carriers in coastal Virginia even have a flat $1,000 wind and hail deductible.
So that hits, I think, a really good point. So, we have these ranges of deductibles. If I understand correctly, the main reason somebody would do a higher deductible is because it brings down their policy. Their month-to-month cost comes
always
significantly
cheaper.
down.
Yep, always cheaper.
Right. So there's always this balance between, all right, well, how much savings do you have on hand? What's kind of your income level look like? And so maybe you have a higher deductible because it's like, well, this is the only thing they can afford. Because I've had situations, especially first-time home buyers, where it's like, all right, the numbers are so tight for them to be able to close on the property.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say this outright. If you cannot buy a house because your insurance costs, you have to play and go talk to 20 different providers to be able to afford the home, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't be buying. Okay, I know that's going to be controversial. You're going to get mad at me, but I think that you need to be either increasing your income or increasing your savings to be before you move forward. Just because homeownership is different than renting, and I think it's stupid to put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
But the main reason that we would increase that deductible is basically to make the monthly
make
cost
it cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, somebody, you can yell at me in the comments if you want to. Yeah. Dan, why are you telling people that they shouldn't buy houses? Aren't you in real estate? Yes. Don't buy a house if you can't. Don't be house poor.